Hi there, it's Chiyu here from iHeartUmami.com. Welcome to my Paleo cooking channel. In this quick episode, I'm going to share with you a Paleo and Whole30 friendly dish, Chinese Sesame Chicken. Now, if you are on a Whole30 diet, you would know that during the 30-day challenge, not only added sugar, but also other types of sugar such as honey or maple syrup are also not allowed. I'm going to show you how to use alternative ingredients without losing its authentic taste. So if you love Chinese sesame chicken, stay tuned. Step 1, let's marinate the chicken first. So I have about 1¼ pound of chicken breast here, that's skinless and boneless. I'm just going to slice them into smaller bite sizes. Now, why do we have to marinate the chicken? Because if we take just a little time to marinate them, maybe for about 15 minutes to 30 minutes top, when we pan fry them later, it will be more delicious. After I slice the chicken to smaller bite sizes, I'm going to add in some very simple ingredients to marinate our chicken. So I have about, for a 1¼ pound of chicken, I have about 1½ teaspoon of sea salt, ½ teaspoon of ginger powder, ½ teaspoon of white pepper powder, and also about 1 tablespoon of arrowroot starch. Now, arrowroot starch is a root vegetable. Arrowroot is a root vegetable, and the starch will help us bind the chicken and make it a little bit softer and tender. I'm just going to add everything in with 1 chicken egg. I'm just going to mix them together, make sure they combine well. Now, if you cannot find arrowroot starch powder, you can also use tapioca starch powder. And these are all Whole30 compliant ingredients. And I'm just going to seal the container and then put it back to fridge and let it marinate for about at least 15 minutes to 30 minutes top, okay? And let's move on to the second step. Step 2, let's make sauce for our Chinese sesame chicken. Now, most of the paleo-friendly sesame chicken recipes you find on the website use honey as the sauce. But since honey is not a Whole30 compliant ingredient, I'm going to show you an alternative solution. So we're going to use Whole30 compliant mature dates. So if you find if the dates you found a little bit smaller, I will use between about maybe 8 to 10 pitted dates. But since the dates I found today are actually seem to be pretty large, so I have about probably 7 to 8 mature dates here, and they're pitted. So what we're gonna do is actually we're going to make mature date water. So since they're dry, I'm going to boil them. So add the dates in and about ½ cup of tap water. So what we're doing here is we're going to boil the dates. And once it's boiled and it's completely soft, we're going to remove the skin of the dates and then adding other ingredients to make our sesame sauce, okay? So now, after about, I would say 2 minutes to 2½ minutes, and you start seeing, the skin starts peeling off from our dates. Let me show you from the side camera here. See? So you want to peel off the skin. It doesn't have to be completely perfect, just do the best you can and just leave the dates only. So once you peel off all the skins and then set it aside, let it cool, because we're going to blend in with other spices and ingredients to make our sauce. After I have boiled the dates and then remove the skin, I'm going to add them to a food processor. So we have 1 little garlic here and about half teaspoon of fresh ginger with about 2 tablespoons of tap water. So what we're doing here is transform them into a paste. Just give them a quick toss and make it become a paste. It's pretty thick paste here, and then we are gonna make it thinner with other spices and ingredients. So you have a consistency somewhere like probably this. So after we have made this beautiful mature dates paste, let's adding other ingredients to make the sauce truly authentic. So I'm going to add, just put it back to a pot, a saucepan. About 1 tablespoon of pure tomato paste with no salt and no sugar added. And also 1 tablespoon of pure rice vinegar. By the way, when you purchase rice vinegar, please read the ingredient label because a lot of them actually use corn syrup to thicken the vinegar. That's actually really bad for you. So first of all, please look for organic one. And for example, like this one, this is made from Japan, and I shop at the Asian grocery store to find this one. And the ingredients are just rice vinegar and water. So only organic version and also good rice vinegar, this should be the only 2 ingredients you need. And after that, a few little add-ons. How can you make a Chinese sesame chicken without sesame oil, right? So I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, 1 teaspoon of just pure red chili pepper sauce. There's nothing else added. Give a little kick. And of course, just a small pinch of salt, sea salt, and some fresh black pepper. So we're going to make a sauce reduction. So I'm going to add about 3/4 cup of tap water. Turn on the heat and then give a stir. Just make sure, you know, everything's blend well with each other. So what we're doing here is to make a Paleo and a Whole30 compliant sesame chicken sauce. So I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit, just let it shimmer. So it takes about, I would say, 15 to 20 minutes to reduce the sauce. And the consistency you want for the sauce is almost as thick as like a butternut squash soup. And you can see a gloss on top of over your beautiful sauce. And that's the way how we're going to make the sesame chicken. So just let it shimmer and make sure you come back, you know, to stir the sauce a little bit so it doesn't get burned. And we're going to use this time to remember our chicken. And we're going to use this time to pan fry our chicken. All right, so before we move on to step 3 to pan fry the chicken, I actually forgot to mention one more ingredient to you while we were making the sauce. That is, you need to add 1 teaspoon of ghee, that's clarified butter. Now, normally this is not a regular ingredient you will find in Chinese sesame chicken, but since we are not using sugar or any honey, I found that actually by adding 1 teaspoon of ghee butter, it gives a rich and creamy taste to the sauce. Okay, so now my pan is really hot here, and then I have 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. We're gonna use that to pan fry our chicken. We're going to separate the chicken and pan fry them in, oh my gosh, in a few separate batches because you don't want them to stick with each other, you know? Ah, okay. So you want to pan fry them, give them a little space in between For a pound and a quarter chicken, it depends on the size of your satay or frying pan. To me, I probably need to separate into 3 different batches. And you want to actually cook them until they are cooked through, okay? So it's not just brown, golden brown outside, you actually want to cook them through. So I can turn it off here. So now this is the 3rd batch of my chicken right now, and as you can see, they are each individual pieces are beautifully golden brown and cooked through. Now I'm going to add my previous 2 batches in. By the way, if you love cooking and if you love Asian food, of course, we have an online course that teaches you how to master Asian-inspired paleo cuisine in 4 short video modules. So all you need to do is come to iHeartUmami.com. I will put a link, direct link right here, and enter your first name. Make sure please you enter your first name because I want to say hello to you. And also your email address. I will send you more information about it to learn how to make healthy, delicious Asian food all in Whole30 and the paleo compliant manner. So now after all the chicken, look at this beautiful, it almost looks like a chicken nuggets, but much, much healthier. We're going to remember our sauce. Let me show you the consistency. It's almost as thick as like a butternut squash soup. And you can see a beautiful gloss over. And let's add about 2 tablespoons of the sauce in first. You know what, you can always add more sauce if you prefer more, but I like to start from a little smaller first to see if more is needed. Wow, I don't know if you can hear this loud sizzling sound here. I think that I probably need a few more tablespoons. And you can store the extra sauce, once it's cooled, of course. And just store them in maybe like ice cube tray and then just freeze them. And so next time you'll have the sauce ready. You want just enough sauce to cover each individual chicken piece, but without too much, because it's just extra calorie that we really don't need, right? Look at this! We made Chinese sesame chicken without honey, and that's completely Whole30 and paleo friendly. But now you know the trick since you watched the video previously. All right, I think it's time to serve. Now time to serve the food. Okay, I'm just gonna find a beautiful, more Chinese looking tray. This tray reminds me of my grandmother. She's from the northern part of China, my father's side. And she has all sorts of this kind of traditional Chinese dishes at home. I wish I had more with me. Look at that. And we need to sprinkle some white sesame seeds, right? Otherwise, why it's called sesame chicken. Okay. Haha. Looking fabulous. I love sesame seeds. So the more the merrier. And then to add some color, I chopped just a little bit spring onion. Wow, it's looking delicious. Fabulous. I need to take a photo. All right, so now time to eat. Unlike last week when I made the spicy shrimp paleo spaghetti noodles. By the way, if you didn't see that, go back a video to check my channel and then you don't want to miss that dish. But unlike last week, I couldn't taste test the shrimp because I'm allergic to shrimp. This week, I'm totally going to eat the chicken. Okay. The chicken, it's soft, it's tender, it's juicy with a little crunchy outer skin. And the sauce tastes exactly like sesame chicken sauce, but without the junk. It's so good. Oh my gosh, I wish I had made more. It's always like this. I hope you enjoyed today's quick episode, and now you know how to make a Whole30, not just Paleo, it's also Whole30 compliant Chinese sesame chicken at home. If you want to learn more about my cooking and also today's recipe, please visit iHeartUmami.com. I will put the link below. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate your time being here with me. I will see you here again next Thursday. Ciao, bye.